action to escape your freedom life. And you know, if you've been watching me the past few weeks, I'm in a different location pretty much every week. Right now, I'm in Italy. If you wonder where I am, that's where I am. So bring it on, bring it on. I'm curious to see who is here. Please type in the chat, type your questions and your comments right below. I love to see your comments. I want to know who's here. I'm super excited because we're doing this series in Escape Your 9 to 5 and, you know, achieve your freedom lifestyle, the life that you really dream about, doing what you love. Oh, Caroline, hi. Thank you so much for being here. So let's get started. If you have been watching these series, I've been, you know, in a different country every single time. And right now I'm in Italy and I'm gonna stay here for a little bit. And that's the freedom lifestyle that I'm really in Italy. So it's a freedom lifestyle that I created for myself and that I really want to help you create for yourself as well. And we've been taking several steps, and today I really want to talk about action, like really take action. What action can you take? Because it's really possible. If you're fed up with your 9 to 5, I was in your shoes just a few years ago, and I really, oh gosh, I was so fed up. Traveling makes me happy, makes me inspired. Talking a new language now, Italian, while I'm here, and meeting new people again, and getting lost as well. It's part of it, and just not knowing and trying to find a routine and trying to find a nice gym and a pool and nice people to talk to. And, you know, in the south of Italy, I have to say, not many people speak English, like hardly. So it's really good for me to learn to learn Italian. So I can make myself understandable. Should I sell my home? Okay, bring it on with your questions, bring it on. I'm gonna answer all of them. So yeah, lovely to see all of you here. I love doing these lives. And would you like me to continue like every Friday doing a live and answering more questions and coming up with more topics? I would love to continue, so let me know in the chat if that's something you would like me to do. So just to recap, I see yes is coming in. Awesome. So I'm gonna answer everything, but I want to do a little recap and then at least give me, at least talk about actions, and then, I'm gonna ask you some questions as well. So it might, help you think about some actions that you can take. And so if you land on my channel, if you don't know me by now, my name is Rachel Smets. I help people make an escape plan from their 9 to 5 while keeping your income. I don't believe in get rich quick. I don't believe in winning the lottery. I don't believe in luck. It's really about making a plan. And so yes, please do take notes. So the recap is, I'm not going to go into detail because you can watch the videos back, but it will make sense. We started off with 9 signs that you are ready for a career change. Okay, I'm not going to repeat those, but you have to check the signs and know that you are ready to make a change. If you're still happy, if you like the paycheck, if you like your colleagues, if you like working for a boss, all of the things I really hated, but if that's you, then maybe you don't want a career change, and you're perfectly fine in your job. But if you want to create more freedom, if you hate that, month-to-month paycheck, if you don't like working for a boss, if you don't like that rat race and the routine and the office hours and getting up and going into meetings and out of meetings and everything is scheduled for you and you don't have control over, making your own schedules and your own meetings and living the life on your terms, that's really what I call freedom. And so if that's you, then you're in the right place. So the real first step I talked about was make a decision, because as long as you're not happy, but you're continuing that routine, as long as you're not making a decision, and the decision is the one magical mental activity that is really the common factor between those who are successful and earning 6-7 figures. It's the ability of making a decision, and it's more important than you can ever think. It's not like, yeah, sure, I want to change my career. No, it's making a decision. Yes, I'm going to do whatever it takes with whatever I've got, and I'm going to change my career and achieve my dream goal. That is what I call a decision. A decision is not thinking about it and not, oh yeah, probably I want to, maybe I want to. No, it's making a decision and, it doesn't mean today I'm going to quit. It means I make a decision that I'm going to change and eventually I will quit. Okay? So make a decision that you are going to change and then we'll figure out the steps that you need to take. Does that make sense? That is a decision. It's a decision like, I actually made a video about this, so I will it will be published I think next week. So it's when you decide to lose weight. This is probably an example a lot of people will recognize. You make a decision that you want to lose 10 pounds. You make a decision, okay? That's a decision. You're gonna do whatever it takes. You're gonna lose 10 pounds. Now, when you go to a birthday party and you are offered cake, here's some cake, or here, have some pie, or here, have some more food. You know you're not going to do it. You know your action is not to take all the sugar and all the fats. You know that because you made a decision that you're going to lose weight. Is that making sense? Because it's so important. And in my video that's coming out on Wednesday, I really explain it in much more detail. But that is what it means making a decision. So I was complaining a lot that I wasn't happy with my job. But the moment I made a decision, like, yes, I'm going to do whatever it takes and I am going to achieve that dream of freedom lifestyle. And today I'm doing it, I'm living it. So make a decision and then you figure out the plan. It's like make a decision, you're gonna fly to another country, then you book the flight and you pay the money and blah, 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 right? You make a decision, you wanna lose weight, then whatever comes your way, you know the actions to take to lose weight, okay? You know you have to say no to certain foods. So make a decision is like super important. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is self-awareness. If you're not aware about who you are, how can you know where you're going to? Okay, so I always take my clients to an exercise of really like deep. What do you like? What don't you like? What is your vision? Be aware of who you are, what you feel, what you want. Like you have to know your weaknesses, your talents, your mission, why, all of these, is your self-awareness. Like, how can you know what you really want to do if you're like, oh, I like that person and I like that person, I like that person, but what talents do you have? What skills do you have? See, if you're in a 9-to-5 right now and you're in a successful career and you're good in what you're doing, you have skills, you have talents. What I'm always saying is if you want that freedom lifestyle, use everything that you already have. Come on, guys, you're in mid-career, you're past your 30s, 35, 40s even, you have skills, you have experience that you've built up all these years. Why take more courses? Why try to learn more things? You have what it takes. So be aware of that. But what happened? Why are people not self-aware? Because we've been pushed in certain directions all of our lives. Ooh, wait a minute, Caroline, you're good in this. Ooh, John, you're good in this. Do more of that, do more of that. And then we end up in a 9-to-5. I was doing all these managers' jobs. I was good in what I was doing, but I hated it. Why? Because oh, you're good. Other people tell us what to do. What I want you to do is go deep within yourself and know, wait a minute, what is it that I want? What is it that I like? Not what other people want from me. Okay, so all of our lives, it starts in school, like, oh, you're good in math, do more of that. Oh, you're good in languages, do more of that. And people like, oh, your report is saying that you're good in this. Fine, do more of that. But what about your passions? And so it's really about finding that sweet spot. It's not just the passion. It's not like, oh, I love cooking, so now I'm going to make a business in cooking. You have to make money. So it's really the sweet spot between the passion, the mission, and the skills. Okay, so it's really finding that sweet spot. So number 3 is your vision. What is your ideal life? Nobody can decide that for you. What is your vision? How do you see yourself in the future? Listen to these words. Who do you want to be? Not what you want to do. Who do you want to be? What is the person that you want to be in your future? That's your vision, okay? That's your vision. So you have to be clear on your vision. Then we talked about the goal. Oh my gosh. Having a clear goal is just, it's like once you're clear on your goal, once we have all these little puzzles, we puzzle it all together, and then we come up with your goal. So a right goal. We have, I've learned this from Bob Proctor. I'm in his program, and he talks about A, B, and C goals. And it's only through Bob Proctor, which is my big guru. If you don't know him, find out about him. I can tell you all about his program if you want to know more, but he really talks about, okay, an A-type goal is the goal that you know how to do it. Like, you want to travel to, I don't know, another state or whatnot. Okay, well, you have to book a ticket, pay the ticket, take the flight, and then you get there. It's like an A-type goal is a goal that, it's a simple example, but you know how to do it. Like, you know how to lose weight. That's an A-type goal. A B-type goal is a goal that you think you know how to do. Like, you might have to do a little research, but then you can figure it out. A C-type goal is the goal that scares you, the goal that excites you and scares you at the same time. The goal is like, wow, if I could do that, oh my gosh. And it's also the goal that right away you're like, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. And it's scary, and people are gonna call me crazy. That is the right goal. That's a C-type goal. But it can only be, created when you are taking those puzzles that I talked about in the steps before that. So that's how, and that's really the clarity where I help my clients with. It's like really get a very clear goal, like a 2 sentences goal. Once you have that, you focus on that goal every single day, you can figure out the steps. Okay, so that's goal. Bob Proctor, you heard of him? Yeah, Bob Proctor, the guy is in his 80s, he's the biggest guru in personal development. He really helps people achieve their full potential. His program is super expensive, but it's so worth it. And so whatever I learn from him, I give. Like whatever I learn, and I can, I test it, I try it, and I teach it, because it's amazing. It's mind-blowing, literally mind-blowing, because his whole program is about thinking into results. Everything is here. Like I already knew this, I already believed in this. It's like everything comes from your mind. Yeah, your thoughts create your reality. There's no other way to explain it, but that's how it is. Talking about thoughts, our number 5 was the proximity rule. So who are you inspired by? Who are you inspired by? Who is doing what you want to do? And go and talk to them. Go and talk to them, ask them, how did they begin? What did they do? Like, when I started my YouTube, hey, I talked to other YouTubers when I wanted to publish books. I talked to other authors when I, wanted to start my coaching business, my online business, become a digital nomad. I really got inspired by all these people, and I talked to them, and that's how I learned, like, ooh, that's what I need to do. And this is logical sense, but if you talk to the people, like your family, your friends, your colleagues, they don't know about your dreams. They don't get it. They don't understand. I love my parents to bit, but if I would have listened to them, I would have still been in the corporate, because it's safe, because it's secure. They love me. They want to keep me safe. I get it. But I want to grow. I want to, I want to do other things. I want to, be fulfilled, be happy, right? So if that's what you want, you got to talk and be more with people that inspire you, and they know, like, if people talk to me, I want to help, like, I want to help you. I'm not keeping you stuck. No, I want to pull you. I want to push you, and then just, to achieve your dream and your goal. So people who are a few steps ahead of you, they will motivate you. They will help you. Trust me. But people who are scared themselves, or maybe jealous, a lot of people are jealous. They envy you, like, wait, you want a freedom lifestyle? No, don't do it. They advise against it. Why? Because they're scared themselves, and then they don't want you to. It's like the crab mentality. Have you ever watched my video about the crab mentality? It's one of the best videos I have. It's like, when they catch crabs in a bucket, they never put a lid on it, because it's not needed. Because the whole crab family, if a crab tends to escape out of the bucket, the entire family will pull it back, like, hey, wait a minute, you're escaping? No way, stay here, it's safe here. We're not escaping, you're not escaping. They don't, that's the crab mentality. So don't go with the crabs, but go with the people who actually did escape their 9 to 5 and did escape the bucket. So That's the proximity rule. Then we talked about fear. Oh, fear. Like last time, it was a blast. Like we had such a good session with fear, because fear is really paralyzing most people. Really, fear is what keeps most people stuck. It's the fear of the unknown, the fear of failure. What if I fail? What is the worst case scenario? And it's really, the key secret is welcome fear, allow fear. Fear will help you grow. Fear is good. Fear is positive. Shake hands with your fear. Like, of course you're gonna have fear. If you don't have fear of a big goal, if you don't have fear, you're not human. You have to have fears. Fear is good, but don't let fear take over power of you. Don't let fear paralyze you. No, have faith over fear and take control over fear. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip here. So that's all about fear. Now, today is the plan of action. Having said all of that, you have your goals, you have talked to the right people, you have, your vision, you have, all the puzzles in place. Then what is your plan of action? What is, and I want you to comment in the chat or comment below, what is your plan of action? What is the next step that you can take? And listen to my words. What is the one next actionable step that you can take? That's what I want. Because a lot of times we have a big goal and we want to take a huge step, like from the bottom of the mountain to the top of the mountain. There's no way. And that's scary, and that's gonna keep you stuck. By the way, I have a 7-step training about, getting unstuck and achieving the freedom life. I don't know if you have it already, but it's a video training. I'll put the link right below. That's like really the nitty gritty of just getting unstuck so that you can actually start moving. But your next actionable step is just climbing one hill, not the whole mountain. Just climb one hill at a time. So you want to start your business. Okay, what business? Can you break it down into hills? What is it? Like, the best example is a recipe. If you bake a cake, talking about cakes today, I think I'm getting hungry. You bake a recipe, you bake a cake. So you take a bowl and then you add flour and then you add sugar and then you follow the recipe, right? And then you add some eggs, and I'm not a good cook, but anyway. So, and you add all these ingredients, and then finally you put the whole bowl in the oven, and then 45 minutes later, ping, the oven goes, and then your cake is ready. You cannot take an empty bowl, put it in the oven, and boom, your cake is ready. No, you cannot jump from level 1 to level 10. You have to take steps. You have to follow the recipe ingredient by ingredient and then mix it all up. Does that make sense? So what is one small step that you can take, right? So what is, you can have treats while you're on a weight loss journey. Of course, I bought one big giant box of ice cream. Oh gosh, the dogs. Yeah, take small steps, follow the recipe. What is one step that you can take? So who can you talk to, for example? Make a list of people you can talk to. That's one step. Talk to one person. That's one step. Let's see. Create an email list if you're there. Figure out what's one step. Figure out if you want to write a book. Write one paragraph. Write one chapter. Yeah. So what is one action that you can take in where you are right now? Okay, so everyone is in different levels. So what is one thing that you can do right now? Who can you talk to right now? What, maybe there's a book you want to read. But really what I want to say about the plan of action is the real secret. I don't know if you watched my video about the miracle equation. It's a book by Hal Elrod, and the miracle equation always talks about two things, and that is have unwavering faith, so have belief in yourself that you're going to achieve your goal, and the second thing is consistent effort. You have to put in the effort, so nothing will happen falling from the sky, right? You have to put in action, you have to put in effort, and it's really about consistent effort. So not like, oh, this week I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and this, and I'm gonna make my profile and make my website and and all of these things, and the next week, no, I lost courage, I lost hope, and blah blah blah. You've heard of the book? Yes, it's an amazing book. In my video, I explain the book. You wanna check the Miracle Equation video? I will put the link below, and I will put the link of the book below as well. So I give you a little summary, and then you have an idea about it. And I don't have it here with me. Obviously, I don't travel with my whole bookshelf. But you have to put in consistent effort. Think about people with six packs. I know Caroline here is always working on her abs as well, and so am I. So it's consistent effort. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna do abs one day and then I'm get a six pack. No, I want a solid, solid stomach, so I'm gonna do it every single day. It's consistent effort. Athletes, high performance, successful people, it's all about consistent effort. Consistent effort will get you there. There's no such thing as luck. No, luck is a loser's word. It's really consistent action. But having said that, when you have a clear goal, you know what consistent actions you have to take. So that's why all of the previous steps that I've just summarized for you are so important to follow, because they're really in the right order. And then you know what actions to take, and then it's about consistency. Consistency is everything. Consistent effort. And if you chose faith over fear, and you really believe and trust that you're going to achieve your goal, you really believe and trust in yourself, then you have to put in the effort. Like, no matter what, like if you decide, yes, I'm going to lose weight, yes, I'm going to quit my job, yes, I'm going to start my own business, yes, if you then put in the effort consistently. Like, don't drop it for a month. No, consistently. Without effort, nothing is going to happen. Like, why am I here? Because I put in consistent effort. That's it. I'm always learning. I'm always creating. I'm always making content. I want to grow on YouTube. Why am I here? Why do I make videos? Why do I spend hours editing my videos? Because I want to grow. I have the belief, I have the faith that I'm going to achieve it, and I'm putting in the consistent effort. So really consistent effort is super, super important. Be obsessed by your goal. Be obsessed by achieving it. Just make that your priority. And talking about actions, I'm giving you several tips here that are related to action, because we're often distracted by, I don't know if you know Robin Sharma. He had this wonderful word that I'm not going to forget: digital dementia. Digital dementia. So, gosh, I'm so sorry about the dogs. So in this world of digitalization, we're so easily distracted. Like, oh, take our phone and take this, and instead of prioritizing and focusing on your growth and your goal, what do? We spend hours on our phone and checking other things and other people. I want you to focus and prioritize. First things first, your goal, especially if you're still in a job and you want to change it. What is your goal? Focus on that, and don't become, don't have the digital dimension, right? So it's the distractions. It's just such a waste of time. So if you know your goal, you can take consistent action towards your goal and don't get distracted. And please don't try multitasking. Multitasking is proven over and over again that it takes away 20 to 75% of your productivity, because your mind is constantly having to shift. Like, oh, I was doing this, let me do this now, let me do that. Oh, I quickly check this and check the social, and then also I quickly check my email. Okay, now I'm going back to my focused action. And then, wait, notification, quickly check this, quickly. Every time, just one moment that you're putting your attention on another tab on your computer or on your phone or another something, your mind is just always leaving some of this residual, what's it called? It's always leaving a part of that attention to wherever you're putting it. So every time, so that's why from 20 to 75% you lose productivity. It depends on how much you're multitasking, of course. Residual, thank you so much. Okay, so so watch out for, being busy. Like being busy, just being busy. Oh, those people who are like, oh, I'm so busy. Oh, I'm so busy. Oh, I'm so busy. They're always busy. Busy what? Like, that's the new identity. Oh, I'm busy. Who are you? I'm Susan, busy. Like, it's your new identity. Yeah, so what? We're all busy. but are you busy on what you should be focusing on? Are you prioritizing, right? So yeah, busy being busy. I mean, is that cool? I don't care. I don't want to be busy. I want to be focused. I want to be prioritizing. I want to be growing. You know, that's the kind of busy that I want. So, actions, 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 focused actions, effort, consistent effort, and small actionable steps. Not, and I make it specific, small actionable steps, something that you can do today, something small that you can do today. If you're working a 9 to 5, you don't have 5 hours, you know, something small. Can you wake up 1 hour early or half an hour early and then, you know, contact and reach out to certain people? Can you, you know, not watch Netflix in the evening, you know, and do something towards your growth and your business, right? So that's what I'm talking about. So let me see. I am really in Italy. I'm just gonna check all your comments right now. I'm moving around a lot. Yes, I am. I've been moving in different countries every single week, but now I'm staying here for at least 2 months. So, and since I have no home, I don't know where I'll be next. Yes, I speak many languages. Pandemic is under control. No, I still don't even have a vaccine. So no, but everything's open. So it's kind of, you know, getting all back to normal, but it's definitely not our control. It's the right decision, and that will move you forward. Yeah, decision making is so vital, so key. And the sweet spot, yes. No one really teaches us early on the purpose. Yeah, there's another thing I want to talk about, I want to mention, which is related to this. When I mentioned, like, you know, you're pushed into certain directions, like you're pushed into, oh, you're good in this and then go there, and you're good in this job, so do that. And I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but you know, it comes from our childhood. Like, as soon as we're, you know, I don't know, we're past the baby phase. Well, even as a baby, you know, parents are always watching out for us, and parents are always telling us, like, oh, wait, watch out, you know, be safe, like, oh, you know, watch out, don't fall, right? And ride your bike, and then, oh, watch out, don't fall, and cross the street, but wait, watch out, don't, you know, always like, watch out and be safe, and don't do this, but do this. Like, if only parents and teachers would say something like, well, why don't you try it out? You're gonna fall, but it's okay. You're gonna fall, but it's okay. So what I'm saying here is, all throughout our childhood and adulthood, it's always like, oh, be safe, be safe, be safe, right? Take the paycheck, take the job, you know, it's safe, it's good, it's secure. And so we are really always going into that familiar zone and safety zone, and we forget that it's actually, we've never been taught that it's okay to fall and to fail and then try again and learn from it and try again. So, you know, of course our parents are doing the best they can, and we're all doing the best we can, and it's always, you know, of course we don't want our kids to well, I don't have kids, but, you know, to be hurt or whatnot. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, never are we told, like, well, try it, fall, fail, and then try again. You know, if we would have that mentality, and that's why it's so hard when we're adults now, you know, like, wait, fall, fail? No, I'm not allowed, right? Because it's programmed. We're programmed not to fall, not to fail. And that's where we're, number one fear is the fear of failure, right? When you ask people, oh, what are you afraid of? Fear of failure, of course. So, because we're taught, you know, not to fail, not to fall, but it, oh gosh, please fall, fail, try, just get into action and do something. Yes. Oh, you watched my crab video more than once. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So mine is talking to these online entrepreneurs. You made a list of 12 people. Awesome. Awesome. These are the ones that, yes. Okay, so you're going to contact them. That's awesome. That's awesome. Then can't climb the whole mountain, has to climb the hill. Yeah, the book, I will link it below, The Miracle Equation. And yeah, lots of distractions. Absolutely. It takes you hours to edit your videos too. Yeah, I think it's normal. Like, the more and the better I get, even I'm improving my videos all the time, and I'm creating more and more, like, B-rolls and all of that. So I'm learning all the time, and then I'm doing more and more at it. So it's always taking me a lot of time. Multitasking, no good for your productivity, not at all. But still, most people do it. Like, most people do it. And sometimes I'm like, oh, wait a minute, how many tabs do I have open? Not good, not good. I definitely don't have any sounds anymore, like no notifications, no sounds. Like, whenever somebody message me or anything, I'll pick up the phone when I want to pick up my phone. I will never ever have any sound on whatsoever, no notification of my email, nothing. I choose when I pick up my phone, I choose when I control. Like, you're always in control, you're always in control. Don't let external circumstances control you. You are in control. Yes, it comes from childhood, busy being busy. I think somebody asked me at some point, do I have to sell my home? Do you have to sell your home? Was that a question about, wait, it was in the beginning somewhere. Move around a lot. Should I sell my home? Brian, should I sell your home? Well, no. I mean, it's up to you. Like, I did sell my home, and I did sell everything because that's my final step into achieving the full-time digital nomad freedom lifestyle. But it took me a few years before I made that decision to sell my home, and I only did it because I really want to travel full-time. But if you want to escape your 9 to 5, have a freedom lifestyle, working from home, why would you sell your home? It really depends on your situation, but there's no reason why you should sell your home. It was my choice because that's the lifestyle that I want, but there's no reason why you should sell your home if you don't want to. So that's the answer to that, but I can, if that's not clear, please ask something again. How do you find people who are doing what we want to do and get them to communicate their tricks with us? That's easy, Caroline. Reach out to them. Like, seriously, reach out to the people who inspire you and start a conversation. Look, especially social media, be social, build relationships, have conversations, and not something like, oh, because I get these messages too, right? Like, oh, can I work for you? Do you have a job for me? What do I need to do? Like, that's not building a relationship. Like, why would I answer those kind of questions? So put yourself in those people's shoes. Like, what kind of conversation would you like? Like, hey, I'm Caroline. Hey, I'm Rachel. I'm inspired by you. I love what you do. Like, can I just ask you, when did you start? Or how long ago did you start? Like, just build a relationship. Like, not bombard them with questions, but like, hey, I'm really inspired by what we do. Hey, if somebody says that, everybody's flattered. So that's how you start. Like, hey, thanks so much. Yeah, what do you do? Oh, what do I do? And it's just building up a conversation. It might not be 100% responsive. Like, it might not happen smoothly all the time, but most people, they really don't mind. Like, or if you follow someone on YouTube or on Facebook or Instagram, or no matter where on social media that you spend time, make genuine comments. Like, really go to that same person over and over again and make, not like, oh, this is nice, oh, or just hit the like button. They will not know you if you just hit the like or the heart or whatnot, right? So, or if you just write, hey, nice. No, have a genuine comment. Have a genuine comment also on YouTube, also on other platforms. So and the more you do that, they will pick it up. Like, I have huge, like, YouTubers that sometimes I make a comment, a genuine comment, and then someone with million subscribers responds to my comment. Like, wow, because what? Because I put in the effort of making a genuine comment, that they appreciate. Everybody appreciates to be complimented and flattered and just helpful, right? Be helpful. So, LinkedIn specific, yeah. Yeah, you find those people. Oh, so your question was how you find those people. Yeah, I thought you meant how they communicate, but I think maybe also your question is how do you find those people? Well, what do you want to do? I mean, you have to, you probably have people you're inspired by, if like, and it could be several people, like, you want a healthy weight. Well, you're inspired by, that kind of person who has that healthy weight. You're inspired by that YouTuber who's doing regular videos. You're inspired by whatever your goal is, whatever your goal is, those are the people you're looking for. Who are the people, it's really easy. Who are the people you're following on social media? Those are the people you're inspired by, right? So I think that if it doesn't answer your question, let me know. What software I use to edit my videos? That's totally not related to Escape Your 9 to 5, but I edit through Camtasia. That's my software. Our coaches, and I can chat with you about that if you want to know. Are coaches and mentors different, or should someone have both on their way to the goal? Oh, well, no. I mean, you know, some people talk about coaches, some people talk about mentors. Yeah, I feel it's kind of used interchangeably. So I don't know. Also, some people, they like to follow someone, not really being in their program or not really being paying that person, and they call it the mentor because they just really follow a person and then they, you know, get inspired by it. So sometimes people call it their mentor. Yeah, so I think it's a bit interchangeable. So that's why I tend to mention both. Yes, I should. If possible, you can follow people and learn from them. And yeah, genuine comments. Yeah, not being fake. Absolutely. Be you. That's all you need to do. Like, take action and be you. And yeah, so any more questions or things that you would like me to talk about in the coming weeks? I think you mentioned, you know, talk about money and talk about savings to escape your 9 to 5. Is there anything else that pops up? I hope this was really helpful, the actions to take and the 7 steps I took you through the last weeks. I want to kind of dive into some different topics next weeks, also related to escape your 9 to 5. So maybe something more about, let me know in the chat, like, or the comments, like, what are some topics you would like to see more of? Maybe money related or saving related. Yeah, okay, those topics. Anything else, let me know. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys being here. I really love doing these lives. So any more questions, just pop them in the comments, reach out to me. If you haven't done so already, book a clarity call with me if you're really serious about escaping your 9 to 5, and make a plan. Yes, thank you guys. Okay, then I'm gonna stop right now and go and check out the dogs and check out the nice weather. And I'll see you again next week, same time. And I love these lives, I really do. And I totally appreciate you guys that you're being here. So definitely gonna think about something sweet and nice and helpful for you guys for next week. Alrighty, have a wonderful weekend and I'll see you next week.